Have you ever noticed how sitting at the table with someone can reveal everything about who you are, where you're going, and what energy surrounds you? The truth is, you are the company you keep. Just like a mirror, the people closest to you reflect not only how you live, but also how you think, what you tolerate, and what you believe you deserve. The circle you choose is not just about companionship, it's about alignment, influence, and destiny. Today on Serenity Soul Speaks, we're diving deep into the psychology and soul truth behind why you must be intentional and picky about the people you allow into your inner circle. Because sometimes the difference between your growth and your downfall is determined by the company you keep. Think about it. When you're surrounded by people who push you forward, who speak life into you, and who challenge you to rise, you naturally grow into your best self. But when your circle is filled with negativity, gossip, jealousy, or stagnation, it becomes almost impossible to step into the greatness you're meant for. Energy is contagious. Just like laughter can spread in a room, so can doubt, fear, and insecurity. The people at your table can either feed your soul or drain it dry. Psychologists often say that we become like the 5 people we spend the most time with. That's because the human brain is wired for mirroring. If your circle thrives on ambition, health, love, and peace, you'll naturally begin to embody those traits. But if your circle feeds on chaos, self-destruction, or bitterness, you'll find yourself carrying those weights, even if they don't belong to you. Your environment shapes you silently, and your friendships and relationships form the invisible architecture of your life. Now, let's pause and reflect on the symbolism of this thumbnail. 2 women sitting at a beautiful table enjoying a meal, looking confident and radiant. The table represents more than food. It symbolizes who you choose to break bread with, who you invite into your sacred space, and whose energy you allow into your body, mind, and spirit. Ask yourself, who's at your table? Are they nourishing you with wisdom, encouragement, and growth? Or are they feeding you poison with their words, action, and energy? A healthy circle doesn't just look good on the outside, it feels good on the inside. These are the people who celebrate your wins without envy. They call you out when you're wrong, not to tear you down, but to build you up. They create a safe space where you can be vulnerable, where you don't have to shrink or hide your light. A real circle of growth feels like sunlight. It allows you to bloom even on the days you feel like a seed buried in the dark. On the other hand, if every time you leave someone's presence you feel drained, heavy, or doubtful of yourself, that's a red flag. Toxic circles thrive on comparison, competition, and control. They don't clap for you, they just monitor you. They don't pour into you, they pull from you. And worst of all, they normalize behaviors that keep you small, stuck, and second-guessing yourself. You must remember, proximity is power. Whoever you keep close to you holds influence over your future. Being picky with your circle is not about arrogance, it's about self-preservation. Protecting your peace, your dreams, and your growth requires boundaries. Not everyone deserves access to you. Some people are seasonal. They were meant to be lessons, not lifelong companions. Others may love you, but they don't have the capacity to grow with you, and that's okay. Choosing who to walk with is choosing the path you'll end up on. If you want to soar, you cannot stay grounded with people who refuse to fly. Research in social psychology shows that our behaviors are deeply influenced by the groups we belong to. If your friends normalize unhealthy relationships, you'll begin to see toxicity as standard. If your peers normalize ambition and consistency, you'll feel naturally inclined to rise to that level. Subconsciously, your circle rewires your habits. This is why mentorship, community, and aligned friendships are so powerful. They recalibrate your mindset and open your perspective on what's possible. So how do you know if your circle is right for you? Ask yourself these questions. Do I feel safe, supported, and inspired around them? Do they hold me accountable in love? Do they celebrate my growth without jealousy? Do I leave their presence feeling lighter or heavier? If I became exactly like them in 5 years, would I be proud of who I am? Your answers will reveal whether your circle is watering your seeds or poisoning your soil. One of the hardest parts about being picky with your circle is that it often means letting go of people you love, and that's painful. But remember, love doesn't always mean alignment. Sometimes, the most loving thing you can do for yourself is to create space for relationships that match where you're going, not just where you've been. Walking away from people who no longer align is not betrayal, it's protection. Instead of asking who's been there the longest, begin asking who's helping me grow into my highest self. Longevity doesn't equal loyalty. Your circle should reflect your future, not just your past. Surround yourself with people whose mindset challenges you, whose energy inspires you, and whose character reminds you of who you want to be. So remember this, you are the company you keep, the table you sit at, the conversations you engage in, and the energy you absorb all shape the person you're becoming. Be intentional, be discerning, be unapologetic about protecting your circle, because when you surround yourself with people who uplift, inspire, and align, you don't just survive, you thrive. Thank you for joining me on Serenity Soul Speaks. If this message resonated with you, take a moment today to reflect on your own circle. Who's at your table, and what energy are they bringing into your life? Remember, protecting your peace and your growth isn't selfish, it's sacred. Until next time, stay aligned, stay intentional, and most importantly, stay soulful.